Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. Today is January 26, 2020. And before I go to bed tonight, I want to share a couple more connections with you that I've found between today and tomorrow. Very interesting piece of information I'm going to share with you right now. If we go back to the Patriot Act, October 26th, 2001, we will see that this was the law that was put into place after 9/11 that gave control to the government to carry out the application of tools already being used against drug dealers and organized crime. The act aimed to improve Homeland Security by allowing law enforcement to use surveillance wiretapping, allowing federal agents to request court permission to use roving wiretaps, allowed delayed notification search warrants to prevent a terrorist from learning they are a suspect, allowing federal agents to seek federal court permission to obtain bank records and business records to aid in national security terror investigations and prevent money laundering and terrorism financing, improving information and intelligence between government agencies, amongst other things. So if we go from October 26th, 2001 to today, December 26th, 2020, we'll find that it's 6,666 days. Now the other thing I want you to see within this is that these dates are opposites of each other, or it's the same grouping of numbers. 1026 is like 126, okay? It's the 126 in both of them. If you drop the 0 off October, it's 126, 126, and then in between you have 6,666 days. But as we are watching tomorrow, I wanted to see if anything happened the next day so that we could have another 6,666 days from the next day, October 27th, leading us to Monday, January 27th, 2020. And look at what I found. This was the day after the Patriot Act was signed on October 26th. The next day, you have a mission that was called a deadly double cross. October 27th, 2001. A deadly double cross. U.S.-led military strikes hit targets in Kabul early Saturday, but U.S. jets reportedly avoided the Taliban stronghold of Kandahar on Saturday night. Meanwhile, observers said the Taliban's execution of Afghan opposition figure Abdul Haq may hinder efforts to replace the Taliban, and a friend said Haq was double-crossed when he tried to lure Taliban defectors. Update. Listen to this update. The skies over Kandahar were quiet Saturday night, in sharp contrast to the extensive bombing over the past 3 weeks. Elsewhere, U.S. fighter jets pounded the hills around Kabul and the area near the airport Friday night. Observers in the region told CNN, while other reports indicated heavy bombardment in the western city of Herat. Okay, so we have a mission here that is called the Deadly Double Cross. And it was a matter of betrayal and luring in defectors, okay? And it had to do with the war in Iraq, and this was connected to, well, the next day after the Patriot Act. Okay, well, anyway, if we go from October 27th, 2001 to Monday, the 27th of January 2020, we have 6,666 days. Now, isn't it interesting, on the day that they're planning on releasing the peace deal, which could be Monday, which could be tomorrow, since we're looking at Tuesday, they were set to arrive and have their full meeting at the White House on Tuesday. The Israeli leaders, Benny Gantz and Benjamin Netanyahu, and it is said that they're going to be delivering the peace plan before then. So we're already into almost Monday now. So we're watching Monday. Well, isn't it interesting that 6,666 days before tomorrow, when the peace deal may be revealed, there is a mission called a deadly double cross. Now that sounds to me like what will happen with the peace plan will be a deadly double cross. What is supposed to bring peace is not going to bring peace at all. A deadly double cross. Now I want you to see one more thing before I close here. Remember, we have watched how all the calendars have been changed, and that the Gregorian calendar, September is the 7th month, October is the 8th month, November is the 9th month, December is the 10th month, and January is the 11th month. So the true 11th month is January, and January 27 is 11/27. Okay? January 27 is 11/27. Are you following me with this? We've talked about this many times in the past. How the calendars were changed. September stands for 7. October is 8. November is 9. 9, and December comes from 10 or decimal. 10. January is 11. So January 27th is 11/27. Now look at 11/27 in the Strongs. 11/27. Gregorio. To be awake. To watch. I am awake in the night. Watch. I am watchful, on the alert, vigilant. Gregorio, literally to stay awake, to be vigilant, to be responsible, and to be watchful. Now, wouldn't it be amazing that when Jesus told us to watch, and using the word Gregorio, referring to the Gregorian calendar, that has a Strong's number of 11/27, that he was giving us the day of the peace plan and of the rapture of the church. Watch. That's what I wanted to share with you tonight. I pray you are blessed, and I hope to see you soon. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.